So, hello and welcome everyone. And thank you so much for making the time to show up for your business by attending our monthly Zoom. So we have some very special guests today who have very kindly accepted to share their success in this business with us. And our first guest is Sara Saligedal. Thank you so much, Sara, for honoring us with your presence. A quick introduction of Sara. Sara is married with 2 kids, originally from Iran, and now living in Montreal, Quebec. She works as an early childhood educator, and she's very soon claiming her 6A. I think she has enough points already.
Yeah.
And yes, so thank you, Sara, and go ahead.
Okay, first of all, thank you for invitation, and I'm so happy and excited to be with you. And I'd like to say that you are so lucky because you have Eden with you. She is very helpful and supportive person, and during this 3 years that I started, 2.5 years that I started this online business, she helped me a lot. And today I want to share some of my experience about running advertising on YouTube with you. As Eden told you before, I'm getting almost 2-3 buyers every week from advertising on YouTube. And I run ad in different social media platforms. My Facebook ad restricted almost 4 or 5 months after I started this business. So I didn't know what should I do. I tried another platforms. I got some buyers from LinkedIn, and but even my Facebook restricted, but I still putting some posts, some videos there, and I'm sharing manually with different groups. And about my YouTube channel, I will share you my YouTube channel later, but first I'd like to say that it's really important to put every week almost one video every week on your YouTube channel. And before I was sharing the video on English language, but since I started to record videos in my language, which is Persian, I got a lot of buyers, and almost 90% of my downlines are Persian and speak Iranian. So it's so important in which language you speak. It's so important that your video should be in your language. And I'm sharing the interview that I do with my other business partners, and every week I'm sharing that. And I like to share my screen with you to show you my YouTube channel first. Okay, this is my YouTube channel, and as you can see, I have 1,083 people who subscribe my YouTube channels, and I have some playlists, and it's so important that you have some playlists and put your videos in different playlists. And the videos I have, I think, I don't know, more than 200 video. As I told you, I put every weeks, and these are all of these are almost the interview with some of my business partners. And another thing that is so important is that when I upload an YouTube video on my channel, the most important things is the title and the description. As you can see, I write in Persian.
Consistent and predictable money from affiliate.
In Persian language, not in English. And I put the address of my Facebook, the address of my Instagram on it. And then I added some hashtag keywords, some keywords there. And when you are uploading a video, don't forget this part, because the algorithm of YouTube will help you a lot to share your video with other person. I will show you which part exactly. Oh my God. The online franchise edit video. When you are uploading a video on your YouTube channel, don't forget this part. Thumbnail, which is a cover, a good cover for your video, will attract people to click on your video and watch your video. And this part, as you can see, this part is tags, and I'm using some different tags. Every time I'm uploading a video, I'm using different tags, and these tags really helps you to share your videos with more and more viewers. And I like to explain you how I'm advertising. This is my Google AdSense, and when I'm advertising, just click on new campaign button, and on training site says that it says if this is your first YouTube advertising, you should choose this part, create a campaign without goals, and after that you can use leads. But I'm using always create a campaign without goals. And when I click on it, video and custom video campaign, the first option, and I click continue to the next page. Here we should put a name on it and on your campaign, and it's good if you put the date of creating this campaign. And after that, I'm choosing always maximum CPV. It means click per view. And the budget, it depends on your budget, but I try different budget. For example, $10, when I choose $10 per day, and I don't determine the end date, and I keep this part like this, and when anytime that I'm liking to stop or pause my advertising, I come back and pause that campaign. But for end date, I don't put any date. And here location, when you are using when you put just for example $10 or $15 a day, which is not high, it's better to choose just one country or some states of that country, some city of that country. I'm living in Canada, and almost all my advertising, all my ads are running on Canada and United States. And for $10, I'm using just some city like Alberta, British Columbia. Chicago is not for it's for United States. And I'm using just Alberta, British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec because $10 is not a lot, and I get results when I choose just some city or some province. And for language, because my videos, all of my videos are in Persian language, the language would be just Persian, not Persian and English, just Persian. And this part, I'm using the training site says a standard, you should a standard inventory, choose a standard inventory, but I'm using expanded inventory because to show my ad with so many more people. And after that, additional settings, I changed something, for example, for device, I'm using set a specific targeting for device and uncheck TV screen, because on TV people can't click on my advertising and go to live webinar. And tablet, uncheck on tablet too, because in my experience, tablets are, the kids are using tablets, not parents. So I uncheck tablets too, but it is your, it depends on you. And another things, the frequency capping. I check this part, cap view frequency, and in my opinion is better. I put 2, it means 2 times, just 2 times per day. My ad is people can, a single people can watch my ad just 2 times a day, not more. And for a schedule, I put all day, and here you should put another ad group name and with date, of course. And for demographics, I like to uncheck these ages, and I like to uncheck this part too, household income, and this one too, because in my opinion, people who are so rich and they have good income, they don't looking for another opportunity to make money. So I uncheck that part too. And sometimes I uncheck that part too and that part too. to customize better, and the keywords. And here it's so important, this part is so important, part of your advertising. You can, as here in our training site, here part 12, advertising on YouTube, and tab H, finding your YouTube audience in 3 steps. You can choose keywords, you can choose placements, and of course target channels, YouTube channels. And I use all of these parts before I I put some keywords, some important keywords there, but the result wasn't very good. The topics I used a lot, but not very helpful. And I'm almost using placement. And if you click on placement, you can see here you can put some the link of some YouTube channels, or the link of some YouTube videos on here. And if you choose YouTube channel, it's really important to put the link of almost between 50 and 100 channels. And the channels I'm choosing is the channel talk about, for example, how to cook, how to painting, because we are looking for people, ordinary people like us. And for YouTube videos, here, as you can see, the training site introduced helpful tools, and there is some tools, but the software I'm using is TubeSift, and I'm using that. You can get the link of the videos yourself manually, but it takes a lot of time. And I'm using the TubeSift, and it's so easy to do, easy to use. This is the TubeSift I'm using, and here I just put some keyword, for example, make money online. I'm looking for the videos, the video of channel that talked about how to make money online, and the followers of that channels are looking for the way to have income. So my ad will be showing on that video, and maybe they click on my ads and take action for live workshop. And here you can choose how many video you need. For example, 10 video, and I click on search button, and it's so easy to do. It's really fast, and it gives me a lot of 10 videos, and you can choose more. And if you use YouTube videos, you need to have, in my opinion, in my experience, you need to have more than 5,000 videos, the link of more than 5,000, between 5,000 and 10,000 videos. And here just when you get the link, when you get these videos, just click the get link and copy this link and put it here and then add top placement here. And it's so important, not as I told you before, not just because we are looking for ordinary people. So for example, how cooking, the channels about cooking, for example. And maybe some people are not looking for a business online opportunity, but after watching our ad on these videos, maybe they change their mind if our ad is attractive. And so after that, just put all of links here between 5,000 and 10,000 link here, and here create your video ads. You just need put the link of your YouTube video that you uploaded before on your YouTube channel, and it's really important, be short, not more than 3 minutes, and have a good title, good thumbnail, good description. For example, here I like to share, I like to advertise this this video of my channel, for example, but it's more than 3.
You see this app right here?
It's more than
It's called Audible. Using just
3 minutes. I just copy the link and put here, and then choose skippable in a stream ad. And here, as you can see, it says video longer than 3 minutes don't usually perform as well as shorter videos. So it's better to be really not more than 3 minutes. And the final URL is your, for example, your website. This is my website, and I just copied my website and put here. And after that, I check call to action. I put here, for example, free workshop. No, it's more than 10. Just workshop. And the headline, here we can say learn more. Okay. And that's it. Don't change these parts. And for bidding, in my opinion, it's better to be less than $1. And for example, 50 cents is good, but YouTube will also suggest you here when you create a campaign, it will suggest you which bidding is good for your advertising according your budget and your target. And then you click on create campaign, and you have a very good campaign. That's it.
Thank you so much, sis. That is so helpful. That you show us in detail, step by step, how to create an ad in YouTube. It's still a problem to me all the time. I don't know how to eliminate that channel, the TV and the computer, the laptop. Yeah, the TV. Sometimes I said I still have to go back and look for it. And yeah, thank you so much. So Don, have questions?
I do. Sara, when you were talking about tags and all the tags you put in, what kind of tags do you put in?
Okay. When I upload a video on my YouTube, the tags would be digital marketing, how to do digital marketing, how advertise in Facebook, how advertise in YouTube, all information about our business.
Okay.
But when creating a campaign, the channel, as I explained, the channel would be the normal channel that their video is about cooking, painting, yoga, all different type of video, not especially about digital marketing.
Okay. And is there a number that you suggest, a number of tags, or just whatever you can think of that are business related?
When you are uploading a video on your YouTube, you can just put 500 item, not more. And so any word that YouTube let us to put.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm not expert, but this is just my experience, and I get good results with this experience, with this information, and I'm so happy I shared with you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach Sara. That was very generous of you to share your knowledge, and yes, it was very informative. You know, to see the tricks from the inside, how you go about it. Thank you.
She share everything. You know, that is the beauty of this community. Yeah. We all so generous to share our secret. That's why we're so successful, because we are not selfish. Some people, they want just to be successful themselves and they don't want to share their secret, right? But when you share, you are getting more blessed. And so thank you for that. I really, you know, guys, I really know her from the beginning, and she always like messaging me, and she said, oh my, you know, she's looking for results like every one of us is struggling. Her husband was so skeptical and always bugging her not to do anymore, not to do this business anymore, because she's not getting results, and she feel like she's spending money and she's not getting results. But then because she tried something else, she tried YouTube and she studied how it works, and she just target her people. So now she's targeting all her people, and that's how she's getting results, because we attract our own people. So, you know, we just have to find our ways. If Facebook is not working for us, just go another. We have so many trainings. That's why the training site is there. So thank you so much, Coach Sara. And yeah, if you want to stay, you can stay. But we have another guest, which is she's here now. Thank you. You are all on time. So yes, Coach Cindy, can you please introduce our next guest?
So yes, our second guest today is Debby. I think most of you must know about Debby Sibarani. She's another inspirational lady in our DT community, originally from Indonesia and now living in Munich, Germany. Married with 2 young kids, and she's our power lady today. She owns her own construction company, and she works in the oil and gas. Thank you so much for being here and sharing with us, Debby. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's an honor to be here. My name is Debby Sibarani, and I started this digital business on December 2020, so early January 2021. And my rank right now is 5A. I'm really close to 6A. And I've been in the business for 16 months, almost 16 months now. And my winning ad, we have, I'm one of the people who's has a problem with Facebook as well. So the first time, I don't know, I'm just like talking right away to the winning ad and stuff like that. So it just stop me if you guys need to know more about my background. But I can tell you slightly, my background is in oil and gas and construction for almost 20 years combined. And I'm full-time worker until now. And I have 2 young kids, 4 years and 2 years now. So when I started my business, my baby was only around 10 months, 9 months, 10 months. So, and my firstborn was only around 2.5 months. So I have all the reasons that I'm busy. Yeah, I can always say that I'm busy. I was busy, but I started my business because I really, really, really need something. So I started with 1A in my business. 1A, and then I straight away go to my build my website, my funnel, and then I went to Google Ad at first, and it didn't work good for me because why I went to Google Ad, because I got kicked by Facebook. So I didn't have my Facebook ad for a year in my business. I didn't do anything with Facebook. So I found YouTube, but it took a while for me to find YouTube. I started on December, so January say, and then I started my YouTube ad on April. So during those almost 4 months, I ran war markets. Until now, though, I'm also running war markets. So I got a business partner from my war market, and my first business partner, and then I went with YouTube. So this is the first thing I play with ad, yeah, I can say, because Google ad didn't work good for me. So for the YouTube, I ran with topic. And for the top, I was so blessed because after my frustration with Facebook, and because of this Facebook, I almost gave up. I cried a lot. I complained a lot with my mentor and coach. What did I do wrong? I cannot go to Facebook. However I do what I did, it just kicked me out. So, and then my coach told me about my YouTube. So I run YouTube. I never feeling comfortable, yeah, with making the video, but thank God, the first ad I posted on YouTube, it was my winning ad. So it didn't took me long. It didn't took me long enough to find a winning ad on YouTube. So the first time I posted it, it was 6 minutes a video telling about me as an immigrant. I targeted my people. At the time, I targeted two languages. So I ran 2 ads at the same time for testing. So the first one, I tried with my mother language. And the second one, I tried with English for broader audience, for broader targeting. But within less than 24 hours, my Bahasa, my language, sent me at least 2 leads. So I stopped the English version then because I got more leads with my Bahasa. So how did I do with my targeting on YouTube? So the first one I put on at that time. So this YouTube ad took me like around 4 months, 4.5 months to get me to 4A. And until September, I run YouTube. And then until December, I run not too actively in YouTube. Yeah, I still run actively with YouTube, but basically I go until 4A to YouTube, from YouTube. And that was from topic. I only ran topic at that time until September. What I did for the video, as I said, it's 6 minutes video. It's pretty long, I know, for many of people. And I talk in my own language. I talk about how I live here as an immigrant, because that was my first ad, a video ad. So I was kind of confused. What do I want to say? I didn't have many results yet. And what should I say there? And then what I say is more about how I found this business and how I struggled being an immigrant in living abroad, and how I want to change my life, and how this business bring me so much possibility for better life. So what I say, I think I sent my sample of my winning ad to Nora before, and I mentioned about I'm immigrant in Indonesia, and then I have blah blah about my family, and then I said that I'm still working in oil and gas because people will see that and maybe they can see that some immigrants also working, and then long hours and that. And I did 2 ways of video. The first one is by mentioning 149. So it's kind of filtering that people who go to my website, they're already aware about the next step, which is paying 149. And I put also the other one without it. But the first one, since I was pretty new at that time, running an ad, so I tried without saying 149, and it worked well for me. And then with the same targeting, parents only, because they relate more to me. And then the topic I chose around 10 topics, for example, news, and then whatever relates to you and to your own people, because I was targeting my own people. And then books, because I also love reading books, and entertainment, like if you guys love entertainment. So minimum on the topic side, I chose 10 topics. And then the audience, I chose parents. So we have 3 options, right, for the YouTube, like a topic, placement, and keywords. So what so far, I never tried keywords, because for me, it's a lot to compile such words. So I tried that worked really for me was topic. And then I tried as well placement, because when you try topic, you can see where your ads are showing, right? Like in which YouTube channel, you can see it in the dashboard, and in which not YouTube, plenty of stuff you can see on the dashboard. If you play topic, you can see which channels that your ad are shown. And then once I saw and learned about that topic, in which channels that my ad was shown, then I can filter. Then I make another campaign, and then based on those channels, then I go to the placement. Chose based on the channels that were shown for my ad. So in my experience, I know everybody are different. For me, if I put myself like a timeline, if my YouTube ad didn't give me any leads within 3 days maximum, then something wrong with my ad, with either my campaign, either my video wasn't attractive enough for people to see, or whether the targeting, the country, or whatsoever. Just try on those 3, like the video, and then the targeting, like the parents or the country. So for me, maximum 3 days, never more than that. And what else? Impressions. What I normally do when I do the YouTube ad, I always put my eyes on the impressions. On the right side of your column, you can see how many impressions that you can get with that amount of money that you would spend, and with those countries and those targeting, the people, the ages, whatsoever. So what I would do so far, I only put around 20 euro per day. So 15, the first time I play with the YouTube ad, I only play with 10 euro a day. And then I go until 20 euro maximum so far. And then I tried though one time around 40 euro, but it was like pretty expensive. So I just turn it off, and then I just separate it. So better for me. For me, it's better for myself to make several campaigns and distribute the money. instead of like putting one campaign with a big money and just separate it in separate, if you test one and then you look, it's good, then duplicate it and then targeting for another country. So about the impression, around 20 euro a day. I normally target myself, at least I reach around 1.2 million people within one campaign. So for whichever year, if I play with USA and Canada, then I need to look how many people that I could reach within that budget and the targeting. So the same. If I play with Europe, then how many people that I need to add more there to reach that amount of people. So around 1.2 million at least for me. Okay. And what else? Placement, 10 minutes, no, 10. Yeah, for the placement, I normally play with channels and videos because you can choose, like for me, I choose for the channels that for Indonesian channels, yeah, for news. I know like politics, if people who love politics, they can, what channels that I can choose, and then the news that I can choose, yeah. Normally it's again, for me, for the placement, I never combine it with the topic. So if I go with topic, I only combine it audience, the parents, and the topic with the 10 topics I have. And if I play with placement, then I play with audience, parents, and placement, the YouTube. Yeah, so I only want to target parents because they relate to my story more, to save my money as well for the targeting. So for the placement about the YouTube channels, because in placement you can see website, app, yeah, and then YouTube channel, and then the videos, YouTube videos. What I chose so far is only YouTube channels and videos. And when I play placements, I only choose minimum. I know in the training it's a bit different. I think around, I forget, maybe 5 in the training, but I put around 10 channels minimum because I'm like narrowing my targeting, because I'm only targeting my own people, right? My own people, which is a bit narrow compared to the in English. Yeah, so that's why I put more channels in my placement. So yeah, so far since January I stopped with my YouTube because I got unrestricted. So Facebook give back the accounts, so I can play with the ad. So now I'm playing with Facebook, and I'm still targeting my own people, parents, and then yeah, yeah, about the countries, the Europe and US and Canada. The video, I tried it as well for the Facebook, and but I like the story ad more because it's giving more for me. It's giving more results for me so far for the story ad. Any questions?
So what do you like better, Facebook or YouTube?
To be frank, I like YouTube more. I don't know. It's super fast to get. In my experience, it's pretty fast to see the results, and I don't have to communicate too often with the people, because once, if in the Facebook you have to chat with them, please info, and then we need to chat, right? And it's different. Especially if you put the 149, if it works for you, you can try. Yeah, I think it's filter as well for the people that who's being your lead, and yeah, they're just coming into your website without you have to chat with them.
Yeah, Himali, you have questions?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to ask, right? You said that your language was Bahasa, right, Debbie? Is there an option for Bahasa there? Because I see quite limited language target, because I'm a Nepali, so I wanted to target Nepali, but I don't see that option there at all.
Yes, there is. For me, at least, yes. I pick Indonesian, and then there is an option there. If not, then you can also go under the placement. Under the placement, you can choose the YouTube channel, right? Then you can just choose the YouTube channel that your people normally watch in your own language. So that's the other way you can also choose.
And Himali, like me, I'm Filipino, so we don't have Tagalog. There's no Tagalog choices in the language, but you write Filipino. So maybe you have to write Nepali, then you will find it there.
I searched for Nepali. Nepali is, the language itself is called Nepali. So that's no option at all. I searched it. Yeah, thank you, Aden and Debbie. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So Don, you have questions?
I always have a lot of questions.
That's
my
good.
question is either for Debbie or Sarah, both of you. You know how you can have the option of putting 2 videos up on one ad? Have you tried that? Do you recommend it? Or do you think you should just put up 2 separate ads and not put 2, because you can put 2 videos under one budget. Do you think that's wise? Do you try that? Or do you think you're better off just do 1 video and 2 separate ads if you have a second video?
Sarah, do you want to answer that first?
Yes, I used before 1 videos with same budget, but the result was not good. And I'm using always different videos, and sometimes 2 or 3 videos, advertising 2 or 3 different videos at the same time, and I get good results.
Okay.
Same for me. I would prefer to see the maximum results. If you want, Dawn, you can try to do the ad set. From the ad set, you can separate with different video. But I tried that, but it didn't work well for me. So I would prefer just to make another campaign, so you can see the difference. In both, you can see the difference though. But I don't know. I just would prefer to make a different campaign.
So just 1 video
Campaign.
per ad. Okay, thank you very much.
Anasuya?
Hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you so much, Debbie and Sarah, for your valuable insights. I had a quick question for Debbie. So you mentioned about the 149, right? So how do you include that? Do you mention that in your video?
Yes.
I mean, do you speak about it, or is it any kind of configuration you're doing on the ad itself?
No, I said it in the ad. So what I said, I told them about how I found this business, and I said, when I saw this opportunity, that ad brought me to a webinar. And then once I watched the webinar, and then there is another step that guide me through to pay 149. But you just give them to think. But there is a money back guarantee, yeah, like Eden said. So I don't have to be worried about it, just something like that. But yes, I said about 149 in my video.
Okay. And one more question I had, and this either of you can respond, either Debbie or Sarah. So when you use placements as your targeting option, do you mix it with the audience option as well, or do you just go with placements? And the same applies for keywords as well. When you use, suppose if you use keywords, do you mix keywords with audience, or you just concentrate on keywords? What's your suggestion? What would be your suggestion?
In my opinion, I don't recommend you just, if you choose placement, just use placement, and for audience, just if you use keywords, just keywords, not any other options.
In my case, I tried both, combining between audience and topic. It worked good, but not to make it too complicated. Yeah. For example, if you choose audience, at least choose only one. Like in my case, yeah. In my case, only parents, because I want to target only parents. And on my placement, for example, because I was playing with placement and topic. In my placement and topic, then I choose the other stuff that I want to have. For example, placement. You go with YouTube channel, then only parents who are watching those YouTube channel who will see your ad. So we need to understand how to read our campaign, how we set it up. So when we use audience, that you need to write only those audience. And then if you make it again on the who are, maybe if you choose news, then only parents who likes to watch news in the topic, who will see your ad. So for me, in my case, you can make it a combine as long as not too narrow, because it will make your target too small.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, we hear so many different, right? So it's really it's up to us. What will work for you may not work for someone. So really it's about you, you know, tracking your ads, examining where you're getting results, what is good for you, because what worked for you is not gonna work for me. What works for me will not work for you. So we are sharing our experience. They're sharing their what's worked for them. So you can try and then you can see for yourself if it works for you. But it's just proof that it works. Everything it will work. It's just what will work for you. You have to just keep on testing, keep on trying, and yeah, finding your winning ads. Any more questions? Soon we're gonna hear from Franco. I'm so excited. So if you have questions, we have 8 minutes before Franco.
Is he here? Is he here yet? No.
I'm not so
I don't
sure. But
I'm
he's
not-
coming. He just messaged me.
Okay.
No, he's coming at 4 o'clock. Yeah. So if you guys have questions, or we can take picture. You wanna open your camera before? You wanna open camera for pictures? But if you have questions, feel free to ask. Don't want to open your camera, guys? I'm taking picture, okay? Picture. Okay, many are not opening their camera, but I will just take picture. Why is not working? How can I not? I don't know what happened. It's not working. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Is Franco here? I think he's not here yet. So guys, if you have any questions.
Can I ask one more question, please?
Sure.
If that's all right. So I know it again depends person to person, but just wanted to know from both Debbie and Sara, what is your experience with regards to selecting a specific location? Do you prefer selecting the whole country, or selected cities within a country for say a budget of 10 to 15 pounds maybe?
I explained before, when your budget is less than $10 a day, it's better to target just one country or even some cities or some states, not more.
Yeah, and from what Sara and Debbie have said, it seems to me that their ads are working really well on YouTube thanks to because they are using their own language, right? So maybe we should try that. It looks like we will attract people like us more because both Sara and Debbie are doing that. And also, yeah, as Coach Eden was saying, everybody is different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's family life is different. Everybody's financial situation is different. So we should all just, try our own way. We get to listen to the experience of those who are doing it and who are succeeding. But still, what we need to do is to do our part, right? Keep trying. Facebook is not working. Facebook has been restricted. That's okay. Yes, we are frustrated. We are worried. That's normal. But keep trying. Don't just quit. Don't just, be stuck. Just we have so many other platforms and now there's TikToks. I'm not using it, but I know those who are using it are succeeding from it. So keep trying. This country is not working, target somewhere else, change your budget. Okay, you cannot afford to advertise. That's okay. Try one market, keep trying. And another thing very important, like from what I can see, is that one of the main thing also is to keep posting regularly on your business page, because you have your leads who have been there for me like more than a year, and then suddenly they just wake up and pay the $149. Even if I've never heard from them, they have never liked any of my posts, but they observe you quietly. So because I've noticed some people in our team, like they will start posting and then for around 2 weeks, 3 weeks, nothing. So, those leads, imagine yourself, would you want to go and pay $149 with someone you are not sure of? Because if your page is not active, how would people trust you to come towards you, right? So be active, be there, be present, show the world, because that's what we do. We are out there in the world. So show them what you are doing, and how you are gaining from this business. You don't need to, if you feel very shy, you don't need to put your personal life out there, but just be there. We have so many good examples within our team and so many generous people like Debbie and Sara and Franco coming to share. So yes, let's use this. And we have our own rock stars within our team. We have Coach Eden, we have Coach Shruti, we have so many people let's don't give up, guys. Keep going.
We just have to find our own strength. Look, Coach Shruti never do go live. She never posts her family pictures and anything there, but she's getting so much results, right? Because she's posting every day. She's consistent. And I forgot to tell you, I know Debbie, when she was starting, she reached out to me for interview. And when were scheduled the interview, her Facebook get restricted, her Facebook get blocked. So she has to create another Facebook. Like I was thinking, what happened? Why Debbie blocked me? Because it's a message unavailable. I said, what happened? Then she messaged me with her new Facebook account in my business page. And she said that, she was get blocked by Facebook. She cannot log into her Facebook, because usually when people message me in Facebook, I don't check my message request. So she's messaging me there and I don't see. So when she's messaged me in my business page, then I found out. And it's true, challenges will come, but if you find way, you work hard, you don't let Facebook or other things beat you. Just get up, find something else. If there's a will, there's a way, and that's how you're gonna be successful.
Yeah. And there's no competition. It's not a competition. It's not a race. We don't need to reach the finish line, for 6A. Like everybody's journey is different. Like see, for me, for example, in the beginning, I've reached 4A so quick, so fast, but then it got slow, and then it picked up again. So don't get discouraged. Do your own thing at your own pace.
I saw Coach Franco is here now,
Oh.
so it's 4 o'clock. Thank you. Yeah, it's on time. Yeah, can you please introduce our last but not the least, Coach Franco?
Okay. So Coach Franco, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. Most of you, I think all of you know about Coach Franco. He's one of the rock stars in our DT community. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you with us. And Coach Franco is from the Philippines and living in Alberta, Canada. And when he started this business, he was doing 3 jobs at the same time. And within 1 year into the business, he was able to quit his jobs. And yes, go ahead and welcome, Coach Franco.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that introduction. I've never seen this much of participants in Zoom lately. So congratulations, everyone, for showing up for your Zoom. That's amazing. Where do I begin? Shall I introduce myself?
Sure.
Yes, whatever.
Okay.
Go
I want
ahead.
to know more about you.
Sounds good. So my name is Franco. I was born and raised in the Philippines, just like what Cindy had mentioned. And I moved to Canada in 2013. So this is my home now. No, I've got 2 homes, but Canada is my second home, I guess. When I found out this business in 2018, I'm not sure if you guys are aware about my situation. So I was actually displaced by the fire that happened in Fort McMurray in 2016. And that kind of pushed me, to be in search of a greener pasture somewhere else. It's because our hotel got damaged and eventually they had to close down. So that was my first stop in Canada. And I was moving around, and then finally I came to Calgary. I was unemployed for 6 months, and that's the reason why I had so much debts in my credit card during that time when I was just starting the business. It's because I couldn't be employed somewhere else. It's because I don't have the right paperwork. I was pretty much tied up with my employer back then. And unemployed for 6 months, I had to rely so much in my credit card so I can support the family back home. And that's the reason why I started working over anyway. It's because of them. And 6 months after being unemployed, finally, I found some jobs. So I was working at the Hyatt Hotel here in Calgary in downtown. I was a front desk agent and eventually made my way up to become front desk lead. And then I was working for TD Bank as well as my second job, and I was working at the grocery store as my third job. So this business got presented to me in 2018 of August, and that's when the magic happened. So technically, this was the 4th one in my plate during that time. And I thought that time is not going to be my friend, in all honesty. It's because I could only get to sleep 4 hours a day back then. And I would take advantage of the time where, at work, I will go to the washroom, I will be on my phone to work on the business. If I'm on the bus, I will be on my phone as well, working on the business. Whenever I take my lunch break or dinner break, I will do my coaching calls. I dedicate those 30 minutes of my break to do coaching calls. So I really made this work for me. But then again, after 3 weeks of being in the business, my Facebook account got shut down. And I eventually stopped the business, and I told my mentor, Michelle, I don't think this is for me. And I got reminded of my why again, and I bounced back. I created more Facebook accounts. I appealed 17 times on Facebook, and I was able to get all of my ad accounts back. And I was able to hit 3A in 41 days. I was able to hit 4A on my 55th, I think. That was yeah. So I managed to hit 4A 55 days after being becoming a business owner. And then on my 6th month, I was able to hit 5A, and 11 months 6A, another 6A on my anniversary, and on my 13th month, I hit 6A too. And yesterday, I hit another 6As. That was really my journey. So the reason why I shared my story with all of you, it's because I think most of you are thinking that time is your enemy, especially for those people who have kids that they need to look after, after their jobs, their regular jobs. You have family that you have to look after, or probably a parent who is sick. Probably you have some other agendas that you have to do after work, but really the lesson right here is about creating more time. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice in order for you to create more time so you can work on your business? And trust me, back in the days when I was just starting advertising in social media platforms, I had to sacrifice $2 a day. I skipped buying coffee from Tim Hortons because I know that $2 a day in 30 days is actually $60, and that will go a long way in terms of my advertisement. So I will buy instant coffee and I will just make coffee from home. So really, those little efforts that you are putting towards your business, they will add up eventually. And before you know it, the business is already delivering results for you. It's because I think somehow it feels that you are connected to the business, and you really need to find that connection with your business, to the point that you will feel guilty if you're not posting anything at all in Facebook in one day. And that's where I am at right now. I feel guilty if there will be a day that will go by and I won't post anything on Facebook. So find that connection. It's your little baby. That's another member of your family that you have to look after. You need to feed it. You need to pay attention to it. You need to love it, like an actual person, an actual entity, because it's going to pay you back with so much more. The prize at the end of the line is sweeter. There's so many things that are waiting for you, amazing things that are waiting for you at the end of this journey. So never ever give up. If there's anything that I could add up, questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Thank you. That's very inspirational. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're very welcome. And probably, sorry, I keep talking. I talk a lot. Sorry. Just in case you're wondering, most of my results from 2018 all the way to 2020 came from Facebook, and it's all conversion advertisement. It's not a video. It's just a picture of myself and a story about my whys and my pains. And one of the biggest mistake that I committed in 2020 when I was back home in the Philippines is I actually stopped advertising. It's because I saw that the business was flowing really well, and I was in our team in general, I was getting a lot of commissions from my team. But that was the biggest mistake. It's because I had to rely so much in their efforts, and I had to stop my advertising for nearly 8 months. And I had to, before I knew it, actually, I was abandoned by 2 of my eagles. I was supposed to hit -2 in 2020, but I had to rebuild everything, right? It's because I lost 2 of them. And one of them got engaged in Bitcoin and the other one got engaged in Forex. And it turned out to be a scam at the end. And beyond my knowledge, I actually didn't know that they actually recruited almost 60% of my team without me knowing. So I had to rebuild again, like what I mentioned. And I started advertising in YouTube last year of June, and I started stacking again. And I worked on my stacking last October for the 6A that I got yesterday. So it only took 6-7 months, really, from YouTube advertisements for me to hit 6A from October all the way to April. So in a nutshell, I want to tell you that YouTube is very, very good. It's one of the best platforms that I've ever used in terms of social media.
Congratulations on that success in YouTube.
Thank you, Coach.
I'm still not finding my YouTube ad success. I'm getting results. I got a buyer on YouTube, two buyers, and they become both business partner. That's why I like YouTube. They don't refund.
Yeah, they don't refund. Yeah. The thing is, I think Coach Eden, from the time I started in YouTube all the way until today, I think I've already got, I'm not sure the exact number, but it's between 130 to 140 buyers. But I gave 60% of them to my team, actually. So because I started rebuilding again. So that's how I did it. And the leftovers are mine. And I was still able to hit 6A through that. And I think there was only like 27 refunds that I had in YouTube. I mean, given the numbers that I already got in terms of the buyer, it's still a very low rate in terms of refund. So I really suggest for you guys to go ahead and do YouTube if you can.
Yeah, It's very encouraging. I will try that now.
Yeah.
Listening to all three of you. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
and he shared all his in a mastermind already. So if you guys don't watch the mastermind, his winning ad, he shared to us everything. So yeah, he's I think the video is over just less than 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
And yeah, you can see and experiment and try. Let's try YouTube. It's good because you don't need to interact with your leads. Like unlike Facebook, you have to really communicate with the lead. Yeah.
That's something that I love too. Less interaction, less drama, and it's a nice feeling, when you are being surprised with buyers, right?
Yes.
Because you know that it's working for you. So
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about bad comments like a Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
So guys, do you have any questions?
Any
It's your
questions at all?
chance. We have Coach Franco. Take advantage.
But Coach Eden, I also found out, if I may share it with you and the team, I actually started advertising in Facebook a week ago, and I actually tried message campaign video, and it's delivering a lot of results as well. So it's the same approach that I have applied in my YouTube that I have applied towards my Facebook advertisements too. So it's only language specific, and that's something that I posted the other day. I've got 12 inquiries in 2 minutes in Facebook. So and I only tried $15 just to test it out.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. I started also message campaign now. And
There you
at the same,
go.
I shoot Tagalog also, and I started message campaign, and it's amazing. I get like $2 per message, so which is never happened in conversion. So yeah, but yeah, keep you busy.
yeah. The only thing it's a lot of work, right, in terms of replying and winning the conversation. So I think Coach, there's a question Maribel was meaning to ask, I guess Maribel Lopez.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. So
Go
just
ahead.
unmute
Go
yourself
ahead,
if you have
Maribel.
a question, please.
Where is Maribel?
Oh, I think her question is,
how he use about language.
Oh.
Absolutely. So in my targeting, like in YouTube, I'm not sure if all of you have tried YouTube before, but there's an option there for placement, links and keywords, right? So I'm not using any of that. And I'm actually, in my first approach, I've got two approaches. So one of the approaches that I have done is only language specific. So you just have to choose from the language selection when you are building up your YouTube advertisement. You just have to choose the language that you want to target. So in my case, if I wanted to target Filipino, then Filipino language is available there. There's also Arabic, Spanish, like all the languages that you can think of. So you just have to select a specific language, and that is your goal in your YouTube targeting. But then again, there's actually a combination of topics and language as well that you can apply towards your advertisement. So once again, you'll choose the language along with a certain topic that you will find in the selection. So that's how I use the language in those approaches in YouTube and Facebook.
Can you give example of topics?
Yeah, Coach, actually, let me pull it out for you. So the only thing that I choose from my topics, if you give me a minute here. And most importantly, if you are on YouTube, please make sure that you have site link extensions attached to your ad as well, because that's going to help your conversion, conversion actually to increase by 24%. So please make sure that you have site link extension attached to your ad. So for topics, Coach, I'm using food. And then I also have online communities. This is where the famous vloggers are in YouTube. So online communities, I've got people in society, world localities, and I think the last one is news, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So because those are the most 5 in-demand topics in YouTube, especially right now, where most of the people in the world are watching vlogs, like random vlogs from random people. So yeah.
Okay. And site links, is it okay to put Facebook? Because always Linda Monpetit said it's not good, but I do put my Facebook link and yeah, I do put my Facebook link and my website. Is it okay?
Yeah. It's okay, Coach. It's the same thing that I always have done from the beginning. but make sure you have minimum four
Yeah,
sightings.
I have
Yeah.
only 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Dawn, you have questions?
I think you just answered my question. I was going to ask you if there was a kind of a sweet number that you like to use for site links. If there, you said minimum 4, is
4.
there, should like stick to 4 or just keep testing, try different things? Is there a maximum you would use?
Yeah, there isn't any max in terms of the number of site links, but for me and in my team, what has been working is for you to have a minimum of 4 site link extensions.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you
Don.
for sharing your time with us. I follow you. I love watching you.
Oh, thank you so much, Don.
Ms. Kanan, you have questions?
Thank you.
Hi, Coach. Hi, Coach Franco. Hi, Coach Eden. Thank you for all this information. I have a quick question. So when you mentioned that we do like language targeting, so is your video in that specific language? And, okay, so like if I'm doing, for example, Hindi, then I do Hindi in Hindi kind of thing, right?
Right. For me, what I do is a combination of my language target and English. It's because here's the gist and here's the logic in this. Say, for example, you filmed your video in Hindi, let's say Hindi and English, right? And you're targeting Canada. Like most immigrants from our country that came to Canada, they can understand basic English, that's for sure. And
Right.
for me, I'm still giving, the benefit of other people seeing my ads. That's why I really wanted to keep it, between English and Tagalog in my particular advertisements, so that I get the best of both worlds, like people that speaks only Hindi and people that speaks English and Hindi. So.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, and just one last question, because I see you travel a lot. So have you ever traveled any of the travel like channels or anything? Does that ever work for you? When selecting channels?
Right. You know what, Kanal? I've never tried channels, right? So with language specific targeting, what's going to happen is YouTube would actually select the channels for you. And
Gotcha.
I am not sure, Coach Ellen, if I can share my screen. I'll be happy to share my screen so you guys would know how to read the channels where your ad is being taken to.
Yes, you
If
can.
want-
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're
Yeah,
so
please.
grateful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No worries. And I can probably show you how to build ad from the scratch if you want. And
Yes, please. Thank
so
you so much.
looking at the numbers from November 9 to 2000, sorry, I created my Google in 2020, but I never really used it. I only started it last year. But looking at the number right here, I've got 4,555 conversion since I started. And it's only $7.48 per conversion. So it's a very, very good rate actually in terms of conversion. And there were 2.17 million impressions and 23,400 clicks. So it's a very good number actually. So I'm gonna show you first how you can build your ad from the scratch, using language, okay? And at the same time, I'm going to show you exactly how to see where your ads are being taken to after you launch your ad and once you started getting leads, all right? So I'm gonna choose leads. And of course, you have to make sure that you have an active conversion. So hover your mouse to this part and you will show exactly what it says. So mine is recording conversions, but in your case, if it says inactive or no recent conversion, then that's fine. Okay, as long as the conversion is there. So click on continue and then video, of course, then continue again. Forgive me if my internet is a bit slow, right? So say for example, I'm targeting Canada using Hindi. So I'm going to name that Canada Hindi, right? So I'll start with $15. Networks, I'm not going to touch anything at all. And then I'll choose Canada. So under language, of course, there's language selection. I'm going to choose Hindi if it's there. There we go. So if you could see right here, there's an interesting number that you could see. So the available impression for you from the start is 8.9 billion. But as soon as you select the language, say for example, Hindi, there are 5.2 million available impressions. So it's a big drop, but right now you're being more specific in terms of your target, right? So standard inventory, I'm not going to touch anything at all. Under cycling extension, this is something that's very, very powerful, like what I mentioned to you. It says 2 cycling extension is minimum, but 4 is actually recommended. So if you could see right there, that's why I really wanted to suggest for all of you to go on and try forward cycling extensions minimum. So you can copy my cycling if you want. You can screenshot it if you want. You can copy the exact same thing if you want to. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds if you want to take a photo of that. All right. And now I'm going to select all of them. Right. Now, once it's selected, under additional settings, this is where you have to change something in terms of devices, frequency capping. So devices, I am just going to deselect TV screen because really people can't click from their TV screen anyway, unless it's touchscreen. And frequency capping, sorry, I'm not going to touch anything at all, but in the training, I know it says to cap it by 1 per person. That's the limit. But for me, I always believe that sometimes when people see your advertisement, they're not ready, but the next time they see you again, probably they're ready during that time, right? So one interesting buyer that I had 3 days ago, she told me that she saw my video 8 times. She told me, what is he offering? Now it's time for me to jump in and sign up. And she became a buyer. And that's the reason why. It's because sometimes, you know, if the ad is going too fast as well, people don't have a chance to actually connect with you if they're not really familiar with YouTube. But if you keep popping up in their screen, then, you know, you might get them the second, third time or fourth time. So like I mentioned, the only thing that I will touch on this is devices. And then under here, I'm going to rename it again, Canada Hindi, demographics. The only thing that I will touch from this part is this, because I don't want anyone too young in my team, because those 2 people who abandoned me, they are actually 23 years old. So they easily get distracted by, you know, other opportunities. And I'm going to deselect 65 and unknown. So this is the only thing that I will keep ticked on from this selection. Now, you just have to fetch your winning ad. So I'm just gonna go fetch mine. So not that one. Okay. So say, for example, this is the ad that I wanted to use. I'm going to copy it. Okay. Use it here. Of course, HTTPS. And forgive my funnel, and I've changed my funnel. I believe it's my Lucky Charms. It's the old funnel that I got since 2018. So I'm going to paste my funnel link in there. Call to action, of course. If you're Hindi, Kanal, this is very interesting. Everything is pre-populated for you. So I am not sure if this says learn more or whatever, but okay. Yeah. So you can click on, sorry, you can just put learn more in there. Headline. This is going to be free workshop. People love to see the word free, so make sure that it's part of that, okay? Long headline, it's going to be my full name. Okay, and under description, attend our 0 cost workshop. And people would like to see no cost word as well, you know, when they see an advertisement, and that's what's going to lure them to your funnel. So if you could see right here, it looks, you know, very pleasing to the eye in terms of what I have said under headline. So you can see right there, Franco Panganiban, attend our 0 cost workshop and learn more. And then it says free workshop in here. So this is the language specific target that I'm using. So the next approach that I want to teach you. So that's only one of the one of the 2 approaches that I have. So that's the first strategy that I would like to share. And the second one is the same thing. You have to build everything as per how I built it. But right here, under advanced settings, you just have to add some topics, okay? So it's language and topics combination. And as I've mentioned earlier on, the only thing that I will choose here is food and drink. And then you've got news, online communities, people and society, and the last one is world localities. So it's the same, that's the second approach. So keep testing. Even if I'm a Filipino, I do have an English advertisement as well, but I'm actually targeting Spanish because I want to penetrate, Spanish-speaking people that are in Canada or United States. And I've got 2 buyers off of that already from my English video, but my language targeting is actually Spanish. All right, so now say for example, you have already launched your campaign and you're starting to get leads already. What you have to do, say for example, this is the advertisement. It's paused right now, but if it's active, there will be a color blue right here. You just have to choose that specific advertisement. And this is only in Canada. If you could see right here, I've got 594 conversions and the cost per conversion is only $6 for the whole conversions that I've got. So say for example, that's your ad that's running right now and you're doing language specific targeting. For you to discover what are the channels where your ads is being taken to. So select the ad and under content, click on this part. And then there's an option right here that says where ads showed. So click on that particular option and you're going to sort everything, in terms of the number of leads that you have already gotten from that particular advertisement. So just waiting. There we go. So I have sorted everything, and according to the graph or to the numbers, I have gotten 20 conversions out of this channel, which is Rapid Tulfo. Then I've got 12 conversions out of the GMA News, and then Ogie, and then SMNI News. Now, for you to know which channel are delivering more, a lot of conversions for you. So once you have done this step, what you can do is you can actually target that specific channel right away and create a new ad. So once you are in this part, click on the very first one that has, or the first 3 that has yielded the most number of conversions for you. And what you can do is just to click on that blue highlighted hyperlinked text, and it will automatically take you to the channel of that particular channel. So what you can do from this part is just to copy the channel link and you can save it somewhere. And like what I mentioned, the first 3 of them that has yielded the most number of conversion, you can actually retarget them. So what you will do is you will create a new ad again using the same approach, but this time, instead of topics, you can actually select placements. And you're going to place your ads in the first 3 or first 5 channels that's in this report right here. So that's what I've been doing. I've been playing around it, and that's the reason why I have 5 ads running right now in YouTube with 3 different approaches and 2 different locations. And I'm only revolving around the first world countries like Canada, United States, Australia, New Zealand, and UK. So that's actually what I'm doing in in YouTube. So no holds bar. Everything is everything that I showed you today is the same exact thing that I've shared and that I'm doing. Sorry for my ads. So any questions? Are you guys doing it differently than I do, or you guys have different ways of?
Hi, Franco.
Okay.
Hi, I have a question. So how much is your budget for when you start your ad?
The YouTube, I started at $15.
Okay, thank you. So, and then when you increased it, when you increase your budget, how many percentage you put your budget?
Right. So whenever I get buyers, I will always increase my ad by $5.
Okay.
So I will put another $5. And the funny thing about this is they say that when you touch your ad in YouTube, it goes back to the learning phase. But in my case, it has never gone back to the learning phase. It automatically just updates the budget and it runs, and it's getting more impressions and more leads.
do you wait for the learning phase to go off and then you add the budget, or as soon as you have buyer?
As soon as I have buyer, I will just add it, add another or top up another $5 on top of the current budget. But also for you to know if you're betting on the right advertisement, for me, my cutoff is only 4 days. If within 4 days after launching my ad, I'm not getting any leads or the cost per lead is way beyond my budget, then I will stop it immediately. I think Anasuya has a question.
Hi, Franco. Thank you so much for your presentation. It was really very, very insightful. I had a quick question for you. So when you started YouTube, did you directly start YouTube campaigns or did you do Google Ads before?
Google
YouTube?
Ads. I had to warm up my ad account actually. I think that's
Okay.
what's suggested and that's what is recommended. One of my mentees, she just immediately jumped into YouTube on her first try and she got deactivated for circumventing policies. So please my suggestion is to run Google Ads for probably a week or a couple of weeks.
Okay, so you started with Google search ads?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. And then you jumped into the actual YouTube campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to
Thank you so
test
much.
8 different videos before I found what my winning ad was. So
Yeah, I heard you say this in the mastermind as well. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Probably I could give some tips for YouTube filming, that just in case. Make sure that when you are shooting your video, that you leave a certain allowance, above your head, like framing, the right framing. So there should be, I'm not sure how to say it or describe it in English, but there should be an allowance above your head, which is like this when you film your video, okay? There should be allowance between your head and the screen of this much. That's the right framing that actually YouTube likes. So make sure that when you film, you have a steady camera and you have that allowance above your head. And the first 5 seconds of the video, once again, is very, very important. So make sure that you come up with a very, very catchy line during the first 5 seconds, because that's the make it or break it part. And that's what's going to keep your audience engaged in terms of watching what you're about to say in that video all throughout the end.
Thank you so much, Franco. Oh my God, you're so generous. You share everything to us. We learned so much from you. And guys, he was in the Zoom meeting before us. Like he's been in the meeting for almost all day today. So thank you so much. You're so kind and yeah, very selfless.
You're welcome.
So yes, Coach Samana, you have questions? Samana?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Franco. Thank you so much for sharing all your tips and showing us how to do the ads. So my question is, I did a Google ad a year ago.
Okay.
So do I have to do it again to get into the YouTube ad, or can I just go into the YouTube?
Yeah, you can jump into YouTube right away. As soon as there is an activity in that particular ad account that you're going to be using in YouTube, then you're good.
Okay. So it's okay that I paused for a whole year and then I can jump into the YouTube, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And so I'll just share something with you as well. I am not sure if this is going to help all of you, but I'll leave it in the comment section. This is just whenever people email me or ask me, after watching the workshop, if there's a product involved and blah, 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 like what do I have to do? And also I'll share this with all of you. I'm trying to think, more ways that I can share. There we go. So whenever somebody messages me or asks me for information about the business after I have provided my website or I've given them the workshop link, they will still ask a lot of questions. And this is something that I actually send to them. And then that's how I convert my buyers actually like that fast. Because through this phrase that I have shared with you, even though there's a product involved in there, I'm assuring them that they don't have to do any types of selling anymore. So if you guys want to copy and apply that to your business, then please feel free to do so.
I think you forgot to send.
Oh, you know what? I send it directly to Mary Chris. For some reason. Sorry. I'll change it to everyone. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. So I tell them basically we will help you open your own successful online business as well. We're going to build everything from scratch for you after you have gone through the trainings. We'll also match you with a company. With a company that where am I? A company with high conversion products, but you won't be doing any kinds of selling at all. We will train you and educate you and show you how to make powerful advertisements that will drive people and clients to your website. So that's something that I share. And whenever people get assured or reassured that they don't have to do any types of selling, even if there's a product involved, they jump in right away. So just in case, it's going to help some of you to reply to your leads or to the emails that they're sending to you. So there we go.
Thank you
You're
very
very
much.
welcome.
Thank you. You're very generous.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. I feel so grateful since yesterday. So whatever I can share, I would.
Just to share to you all, when I joined the business, I was watching Franco's live video, and he's the one who motivates me to work hard in this business, because I saw his live video and he was crying, and he shared how he working 3 jobs and still able to make this business work for him, because it's like he's not sleeping anymore. He's giving all his best to make this business work. And I said that, if he can do this as a, working 3 jobs, and me being a stay-at-home mom, I said I can do this too. And yeah, I will never forget that. I will never forget
Thank
that
you.
video. So I'm so grateful for you, Franco. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And probably at the end, in all honesty, I think this is one of the best teams that I've been on in terms of Zoom. There's really a lot of participants in here, and this only shows, how motivated everyone is and how dedicated they are for the business. So, pat on your shoulder for showing up today in your Zoom. That's really amazing. Like sometimes when I was just starting, just a funny story. I only had I think 17 business partners back in 2018, before the 2018 ended. And whenever I invite my team for Zoom, there would only be 2 people who will show up. So it's really amazing that everyone here is, minded solidly, and you guys are here. So that's amazing. That's really amazing.
Yeah, usually we are hundreds, but now we're like cities on vacation. Some people are at work, but we are really always like this. So I'm grateful for my team. They always showed up. Yeah, so grateful. So if you guys have no questions, so maybe it's time for picture again. Picture taking. Open your camera. We're gonna take pictures, and so we can leverage in our business page. So smile. Smile, open your camera.
That's amazing.
I'm on the last page now. I see not so many people opening their camera. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Sara. Thank you, Franco. We are all, so grateful with you, your time. We know you're so busy, but you give us your time. So thank you so much. Yeah, I cannot say thank you enough. Thank you. And God bless you all. More blessings, more milestones for every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Coach.
Franco, I did not know you were in Calgary. I am in Calgary.
I am.
Yes,
Oh, really?
so maybe one day we'll meet up.
Yeah, whereabouts in Calgary are you from?
In by Signal Hill in the southwest.
Oh, Signal Hill. Okay.
Yes, and
that's
you?
Actually, you know what? I saw a house there, and that's where I was planning to buy. Actually, and rent
we
it out.
can become neighbors.
That's right. This is in Signal Hill, close to Sage Hill as well, right?
I'm in Discovery Ridge.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Yeah. And one more thing, Coach. Sorry. Guys, please download this. I think that's something that I forgot to share. Not the Candy Crush, but mixed captions, okay? It's called Mixed Captions. That's very, very handy just in case you wanted to go and edit your videos in YouTube.
It's generate captions?
It generates captions, and you can actually choose the type of English that you speak. So if I'm Filipino, there's Filipino English. If you're Hindi, there's Hindi English. And it actually picks up the words that you're saying in your mother tongue as well. So it auto translates everything for you.
That's
so
awesome.
Just keep an eye.
Is it
the
free?
first five videos are free. And the succeeding videos, I think, you know what, subscribe for a monthly subscription. It's only $7. So it's a good investment. Yeah. It's called Mixed Captions. I'll just put it in their group chat.
Thank you, Franco.
You're welcome. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just typing it for you. There we go, Mixed Captions. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm free to go, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm not the host anymore at Eden, right? I don't want to kick everyone out.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that's so much information. So I think it helps you guys and decide really to, work hard on your business.
How you get them?
Yeah, so
monthly meeting again. So they got like
Emily, can you please mute yourself? Yeah, so for our Coach Cindy has something to say for us, motivation, because Coach Cindy, she's been positive all the time, and I'm just impressed by her positivity and being always plugged into the business. So yeah, let's just listen to Coach Cindy.
Yes. Well, I've started in June will be 2 years now since I've started. And some of you know already that when I started, I had so many obstacles. Like first, I know like so many of you have shared before that their spouses did not agree for them to start this business. So it was the case for me as well. And I had a hard time in the beginning, and I was not working. I was on a break. So I went against all odds. It was not that I wanted to go against my husband. No, it's just that I wanted to do something for myself, right? Like I wanted to have some personal independence. And for me, this business came at the right time, right? So yes, I started this business when there were so many obstacles around, and I didn't even have any budget at the time, for my ads. So in the very beginning, I would maybe run my ads for $10 for 2 weeks and then stop, and then another $10. But just to let you know, just to tell you that I never give up. And for me, what worked, I think, was the fact that I was always very regular with my post, my business page. Even if I was sick, sad or whatever, like Franco said earlier, it's like our child, this business depends, like whatever time, whatever attention you give to it, that's how you will get the result. So if you take it as a hobby, like once in a while, you just, when you have some time, you just check it, then that's the kind of results that you would get to. But if you, sacrifice a little bit and give it some time, at least every day, it doesn't take much. Like for me, sometimes when, like right now, I'm working, right? I'm doing a full-time job. And I have 2 girls, 7 years old and 11 years old. I am very busy. My husband works in the oil and gas. He works out of town. So he's home only 2 weekends in a month. So most of the time, 24/7, I am the only one with my girls. I'm not complaining, I've just organized my way in such a way that it's working for me. Yes, I am tired. Yes, sometimes I find myself Like I don't have time really to just for me. But the thing is, you know, that little time, like for example, during my lunch break, I take that time to answer my messages from my business partners, my mentees, or other people who are asking questions about the business. Or sometimes when my girls are watching TV, you know, I will sit with them and just take my phone and look at my, like, I'm always like, whatever free time I have on my hand while waiting for my children to finish their activities, I am checking on my business. So many, I've heard many say that, you know, I don't have time. I know time is very limited and I agree. But the thing is, you know, for things that we really want to, we do make time for that. I'm sure you will agree with me. And I don't know, say you have, I'm not saying that you should not watch TV. No, it's just that if you have a very special TV shows going on specific days and specific time, you always make time to do that, to watch that show. You know, it's just an example. That's what I'm saying, that this business, if we put our time into it, if we put our energy into it, you'll see the results are amazing. And we have so many examples here. Like I know, like I'm seeing Nora's kitchen in front of me, the name. And I see like Nora is a hardworking lady, always in the kitchen, and she has the kids and everything, and she's always so present in her business. I can see that. You know, I'm just giving one example, but I know many of us here are the same, like Anasuya, right? Last time she shared with us. Coach Anusha has a full-time job and a little kid too. So yes, just keep going, guys. And also I know we say that we have mentors, we have coaches. Yes, we have lots of guidance. But what I would like to say is, do not depend on your mentors on me. You know, try and find your own little ways. Google and like, see, for example, attend those meetings, watch masterminds, and just be active, and you'll see it will work. And be regular on your business page. It's okay if sometimes you cannot afford to advertise. I understand. I've been through that too for a long time. I know how it is, how it feels, you know, but the main thing here is not to compare yourself with others, because maybe this one, you know, she's able to advertise with that much money because she can afford to do that. But maybe you cannot afford to do it. That's okay. You know, just don't compare yourself. Just take your own time, but be consistent and persevere, right? As long as you show up for your business, you are consistent, you are regular, then you'll get results. Just don't compare yourself. It's okay if somebody is reaching that milestone after milestone so fast. That's okay. Good for that person. Let's celebrate that person, you know. But just give yourself some time. Work at your own pace. The same way as sometimes, you know, we have to listen to our body. We keep going, and then we suddenly fall sick. It's the same way for our business, everything in our life, right? Just do what we can at your own pace, at your own capacity, at your own financial, you know, however you are right now. But do not give up. Just keep going and keep trying. Yes, and yeah, just like that. And you are not alone. We are a team. Yeah. Okay, I think, oh wow, there are so many of us today. You are on mute, Coach.
I thought I unmute myself, so sorry. Yeah, thank you so much, Coach Cindy. Yes, it's so true. You know, we just have to work on our own pace. We don't need to compete with anybody. We just, you know, just do everything we can, and the results will follow. Just, you know, this business is proven to work with so many people with different, you know, just everyday people like us. Like, you see, Debbie, she's not special. Sara, she's not special. I really know them from when they start, and they're really struggling so much, and they almost quit too. But they just don't give up. They find ways to get results. So if they can do that, we can do that too. If they can do it, we can do it. Like me too. I don't get results fast, but because I don't give up, I keep believing on the system. I keep believing on myself, and I find ways how it will work for me too. Like I also don't have problem. I don't have ad budget when I started, but I find my way how to get leads. So everything can, if there's a will, there's a way. That's always I say. And we have so many team members that are getting results without advertising too. If the budget is the problem, there's other way. There's so many ways, right? There's social media that is free. TikTok, they show your post to everyone, even though you don't not friends with them. So yes, let's just try our best and don't give up, because it's a lifetime business. We can, like Franco, he said that he stopped doing the business. He stopped 1 year, and he was in the Philippines. He didn't do anything about the business. It just depend on his team. That's why now I'm 682-2 and he is 682, because he stopped working on his business. The beauty is we can come back anytime. He after his vacation in the Philippines, after he built his house, he come back in the business. He started advertising, and he's come back strong again. What did you do now? Who's sharing the screen?
I
Who's sharing the screen? Yeah, Arlene Reed is sharing the screen. What are you doing? Yeah, anyway, I don't want to keep this long. We're on time. Yeah, wow, it's 3 hours already. So sorry for keeping you long here. But yes, we are so grateful that you showed up for your business. And yeah, who's Arlene Reed? You're sharing your screen to us. Yeah, so any coaches want to say something before we end this meeting? Any coaches want to talk, please?
No, I just want to say thank you, Coach Eden and Coach Cindy, for organizing this meeting. And yeah, I would like to add, like Coach Cindy said, there's no competition. It's a journey. Just enjoy the journey and we'll all get there.
Yeah.
And also take ownership of your business since day one. That's the thing. Sometimes we have people, they're all excited to start, and after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then they go quiet. Now, yeah, keep posting on your business page. It's like you're telling your leads, I'm still here. You want it or not, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. So like Franco, he's never stopped posting in his page, even though he's not advertising. We have to be like that. It doesn't mean that you're not advertising your business is you're not gonna post also. No, because your leads are following you, and they will not take action if you just stop posting on your page. It means that your Facebook is closed.
That's
so keep posting.
And I was very surprised to see Coach Franco. He was so generous. I've never talked to him before. I always thought maybe he was a little bit reserved, but no.
He's very generous. Like he shared everything to us, like even his targeting and everything.
We are so lucky.
That's why people successful, they share. They're not scared other people will take their ideas, because of course, whatever we do, we cannot copy his video. We cannot be him, So yes, he's sharing his strategy to us, so we can try. But whatever will work for us it depends on the ad. It really depends on the video that you are showing to the people. So that is really the secret. You have to find your winning ad, your winning video ad. So whatever your target, if your video is not good, it will not work. And people find their video, he said, nine videos, right? So it means if your first video don't work, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you too. So you have to just keep trying, keep recording, and one video, it will click.
Yeah, like just Coach Eden said, just keep trying. I mean, like if you feel like if something is not working for you, then try something else and ask yourself if you are giving 100% or not. If you're not giving 100%, then your result will also not come 100%. So give whatever you have and you will receive everything that you are you are bound to receive. So that's what I want to say as well. Thank you so much, Coach Eden, for this amazing meeting. I mean, I'm gonna watch the replay again. I had to go out and then come back again, but yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's true. You know, if you love your business, the business will love you back. It's just, we have to give our 100% love. Me, from the very beginning up to now, I'm always 100% excited, and still, you know, if I will give every day, like I wake up, I before I sleep, this business is in my mind. That's how I love this business. Like it's my baby. It's just me. Sometimes I give more time to this business than my baby. Yeah, but it's true. It's what you give, that's what you receive. So thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Until next time again. So I'm gonna close this, and yeah, I'm gonna give the link, the replay link, when it's done. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Coach Eden. Bye-bye. Thank you, every coaches.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Eden, and all the presenters. Thank you.